We hopped on an early flight from Chattanooga to New York City, dropped our luggage off at the hotel, then walked around with the mission of finding a bagel. We ended up at Liberty Bagels. I don't think this was necessarily a tourist trap, but it was definitely a tourist hotspot, and for good reason. This bagel was delicious. I think this was a salt bagel with green onion cream cheese, which we enjoyed on a bench in Central Park. I keep saying we, which mainly refers to my husband and I, but at times it's also referring to our friends Jeff and Santina, who also took a trip to New York City. They actually booked the trip before us, but my husband and I were planning on taking a trip somewhere during the summer. We just hadn't decided where. Then we learned that a surprise proposal was in the works for these two, and I offered to take pictures if Jeff wasn't planning on hiring a professional. Then our summer trip destination was decided. We stayed at the Warwick Hotel, located in Midtown Manhattan. It was very nice, and a fun fact is that Elvis Presley once stayed there. Also, I apologize for the fisheye effect that's going on here. I must have accidentally switched to the wide angle on my GoPro. There was a Korean restaurant next to the hotel, so we ended up going there for dinner. This wasn't our original plan, but parts of New York City had severe flood warnings, so we decided to play it safe and stay close to the hotel. The next morning, we went to Cafe Grumpy in Rockefeller Center with our friends to grab coffee. I got a honey oat latte, which tasted like Cheerios. Then we went to Black Seed Bagels, which is also located in Rockefeller Center.
This is more mid-Philly.
After that, my husband and I did some exploring, which included the Nintendo store and Uniqlo. Then we wandered over to Soho and went to Nolita Pizza, which was delicious. We did some walking, then made our way to Henley to see if the viral tiramisu latte was worth the hype, and it definitely was not. It was good for sure, but severely overhyped. My main disappointment was that I thought the whipped cream was going to be tiramisu flavored, but it was just plain old whipped cream. Again, it was still good, but that is just my honest review. After that, we went to Times Square, which was extremely overstimulating, so we didn't stay long. We went into the M&M store, then the Disney store. Fun fact, I do not handle escalators well, specifically descending. I can tolerate going up because if I fall, there is minimal damage, but falling down an escalator? Terrifying. Anyway, I pushed through when I had to, but didn't like it. I will say, at least the Disney store's escalators are magical.
I can do it. Okay.
There was only one thing I specifically wanted to see in New York City, and that was the Dalmatian sculpture. This is Spot, and she is 4 stories tall and made out of fiberglass. This sculpture is located at the Hassenfeld Children's Hospital on East 34th Street. The taxi that she is balancing on her nose is a real Toyota Prius. At night, its lights come on, and when it rains, the windshield wipers turn on. Donald Lipsky is the artist of Spot, and his goal was to make something so astounding it would distract even those arriving for the most serious procedures, and so lovable that young patients coming back again and again with chronic conditions would see Spot as an old friend. After that, we went to Koreatown, got Korean barbecue, then walked around for a bit before our reservation to play indoor mini golf.
They got more.
Yeah. One of us has superior mini golf skills, but I'll let the videos speak for themselves. The next day, we met our friends for bagels. I really wanted to try the Oreo cream cheese, and honestly, it was pretty good, but only if you're craving a breakfast on the sweeter side. After that, Operation Surprise Proposal began. Our friend Jeff sent us a couple location pins on Roosevelt Island, so we headed that way to scope out the potential locations while they killed time in Soho. The first pin was under construction, but the second area looked great. We spent some time taking test pictures and figuring out where we should hide to be out of sight. Once we had a plan in place, we walked around strategically to make sure we didn't run into them before the big moment. This was my first time taking pictures of a proposal, and I was so nervous about messing something up and missing the moment. I had my GoPro mounted in the hot shoe of my camera as a backup, and in addition to capturing the proposal, the GoPro also captured my behind-the-scenes panic.
As long as I don't, it's hard to see this. Which way?
Coming right down the middle.
Right down the middle? I think she saw me. What do I do? Do I just go down? I don't know either. Oh, I think she saw me. I think she saw me. I need them to face the other way. I need them to face the other way for a minute.
After that, we rode the tram back to Manhattan and celebrated with paella. The next day, my husband and I split a whitefish bagel, then grabbed coffee/matcha. After that, we ended up on the coolest side quest ever. A little bit of backstory. The new Tamagotchi Paradise released on August 1st in North America, which is when we were in New York City. My friend Allison and I were really excited about it. She was searching for the new Tamagotchis in stores back home and asked me what color I wanted if she happened to find them, but had no luck. I did the same, but was not expecting to find them since they were widely sold out. However, we still stopped in game stores as we stumbled upon them during this trip. On this particular day, August 3rd, Evan and I ended up at the Brooklyn Bondi store before meeting some friends. We learned that a Tamagotchi club meeting was happening shortly and that they did indeed have several Tamagotchi Paradises available in the back. They limited the purchase to one per person, but my husband was able to get one for Allison. After that little adventure, we met our friends Hannah and Ross. Hannah and I have been Instagram/YouTube friends for over 5 years, but this was the first time we met in person. We went to an incredible bakery called L'Appartement 4F, then walked around Brooklyn for a while, which was stunning.
Yay!
Then we met back up with Jeff and Santina for hot pot and dessert and called it a night for our early flights back home the next day. Poppy was exhausted from daycare and boarding. Thanks for watching. Bye!